Hello, this short video has been produced by Kieran to get across a few ideas around lean and operational excellence. We hope you enjoy it. Note, any similarity to real people is purely coincidental. Let's start. We need lots of lean stuff as we are a high-performance organization, whatever that is, and besides lean is very fashionable at the moment, so we must have some.
Lean is not a fashion thing. Fundamentally, lean is our way of thinking about how we deliver what the customer values.
Yes, but first we need the lean tools, do lots of process redesign, and hold what I think people call Kaizen events. Anyway, we want stuff which looks good, and we can find time to do all that mindset shit later, can't we?
9. The mindset is fundamental and the tools used help us work on the key issues for each required organization.
Okay, keep your shirt on, I get it now. Of course we want to change the mindset of our people to a lean approach. So when can we train them on the tools?
We need to start with the basics of lean, so we can build a sustainable improvement program across the whole business. In fact, what we are really talking about is operational excellence. Do you agree?
Yeah, whatever, if it keeps you happy.
Okay, lean is our way of thinking.
You've said that already.
Okay, then let me finish. Lean is our way of thinking. First you start with what the customer values. In other words, what they are prepared to pay for. Does that make sense?
Yes, start with what the customer values. That's pretty obvious.
Okay, good. To really focus on the customer, we must eliminate or reduce waste in all its forms.
Get rid of waste. We do that already and we have different colored bins for it.
Note that kind of waste. The lean waste mean comes in different forms, and the extended operations leadership team have covered them in a short play Kieran has written. It is worth noting that although we can eliminate most waste, we will still be left with waste we have to do to get the job done. Does that make sense?
Yes, focus on what the customer values and get rid of the unnecessary waste. Now can we use some tools?
Not quite yet. We need to ensure the lean improvements are sustainable. That means we must have our culture and our mindset of continuous improvement and operational excellence. Do you agree?
If I say yes, will you then talk about the tools?
I will talk about the tools. If you can outline what else we need to do to make the business improvements sustainable.
Okay, that's tricky, but I'll have a go. We need to ramp up our performance management, making sure we measure the right things at the right time and have the right actions if needed.
Yeah, that's a very good start. Please continue.
Okay, as well as performance management, we'll also need to ensure our people know what is required of them, and make sure they have the skills to deliver on what the customer really values.
That's great. We are cooking with gas now. Please carry on. There is just one more area to cover. Can you guess what it is?
Judging from your hint, I'm guessing it is all that mindset stuff you mentioned at the beginning of this conversation.
Yeah.
Well, mindsets only change if the senior people change theirs, so I guess we need to start there.
Yes, and we are fortunate to have key people here from operations. Please carry on.
Well, mindsets and behaviors require us to coach our people to take responsibility and use their initiative in identifying and delivering on what the customer really values. We also need to share best practice from one MFU to another, recognizing of course that they are not exactly the same. I think I'm getting the hang of this lean operational excellence stuff now.
Yes? I think you knew this all of the time, and you were just pulling my leg?
Yes, I was just teasing you. Now will you talk to me about some of the lean tools?
Okay, but only if you promise to focus on all of the aspects we have discussed, which in summary are...
Okay. Performance management. Then the skills and responsibilities stuff. Then the mindset, and finally of course, process redesign. How am I doing?
Nearly there. Can you answer one more question for us?
Do I have a choice?
Not if you ever want to see my tools.
Okay, shoot.
If we put all this together, what will we get?
Well, I'm hoping we might get to the end of this video.
Correct.
Okay, when we put all this together, we will have a company which is operationally excellent and focused on delivering what the customer really values and which is a great place to work. How am I doing?
You have done very well and have outlined the big picture of lean and operational excellence. Now we would like to take this opportunity to thank you for your time. We hope you found this interesting. If you have any further questions, then please ask Claudio, David, Rachel or Kiran. Many thanks.
Goodbye. Now let's have a deco at your tools.